Checks. We're all good. We're all fine.
No.
Love me a little Mariah Glam team again. Hello and welcome back to Mama Eurovision. My name is Judy LaDivina. I am your Mama Eurovision.
I am Aurah Jendafaaq, your teddy Eurovision, oh so cuddly.
And I'm Lola Limonero, and I'm your ZORRA Eurovision.
Ooh.
So here the family remains together, stays together, and try to make sense out of the qualifying list from the upcoming Eurovision Song Contest. We filmed this before any kind of exposure to rehearsals material. And what we're trying to do right now is to figure out which countries are going to make it to the grand final from the second semi-final. Just a quick overview. I would say for me personally, this semi was a bit easier to predict because the division between exceptionally well to very mediocre was, to me, rather clear. However, I also thought that it would be easier to put the list from the first semi, and we saw how that ended. And if you didn't get to see it, click subscribe, like, and follow the history. You can get all of our reactions and also soon enough some of our performances, because you want to see us go perform. And if there's any song you want to see us perform, also write it in the comment. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky. All right, we're gonna go by the running order, country by country. Give our little review, what we think about the song. If we have a full agreement, for sure qualifier for all of us, that will become a locked qualifier. Any country we will not agree on 100% will go into the fence category and sit there for a while. And if it's a definite non-qualifier, then unfortunately we will say sachet away.
You gotta go.
Let's get into it. All right, opening the second semi-final is Malta, taking us to a loop, a great up-tempo song to open the second semi. I think it's gonna be a very effective stage performance. And that's it. I don't see it qualifying under any circumstance.
What?
You said it was effective.
Effective
Well,
for an
not so
opening
much.
show. Considering the rest of the lineup, I don't think Malta will qualify.
Well, I strongly disagree. I don't even know why Malta is not in everybody's top list, because for me it's such an obvious favorite. There's nothing short from what we have seen of the big Eurovision divas in previous years, and Malta for me personally is a safe qualifier.
Qualifier.
And you all are just sleeping on it. That's
Okay,
basically-
Teddy said it first.
And I will have to strongly disagree as well with Teddy.
I love the circle. I disagree with you, so I disagree with you.
I think there's
You're
no
wrong.
way this is qualifying. I do agree this is going to be effective, but I just think she's trying to pack too many things in this performance. And if you try to do too many things, it's going to end up looking not a full package.
Eventually, like every Eurovision show, it's all gonna go down into the stage performance. But as of now, it seems like Malta will have to sit on the fence until we continue to review all the rest. For me, there is no way I see it qualifying, and later I will explain why. But we're moving on into the difficult position of the second spot, performing at the semi. However, it's been done also last year that the second spot managed to qualify. This time it's Albania. What do we think?
I think Albania isn't qualifying this year. I do like the song and I like her presence, but I think the revamp wasn't too effective. It feels like, again, too many things packed into the sound in one song. And I just, with the difficult position, I just don't see it qualifying.
I'm having a similar opinion to you. The song doesn't click with me. It's a little bit too mediocre for me, and also the transition from Albanian actually into English I didn't think was good for the song. And for me, unfortunately, Albania is not qualifying this year. Sorry.
I would say that if the song would have remained from beginning till the middle and then stay in the same neighborhood even, I would have seen it as a potential qualifier because she's a phenomenal vocalist.
Yes, she is.
Phenomenal vocalist. But the song just gets lost within all kinds of rhythms.
Yeah.
Considering it just followed Malta, which will be more effective in terms of rhythm and energy on stage. And right before Greece, will be like, now we're actually starting.
Right.
Oh.
I think it's safe to say that Albania, you are the first locked non-qualifier on behalf of Mama Eurovision. However, we're really rooting for you, and hopefully you'll surprise us. And if not, we'll see you next year. Moving on the list, third in the running order. If you know, you know. It's
If you know, you
if
know.
you know, you know. I mean, shall we even like? I mean,
Like, shall
is
we
it-
talk
I
about
mean,
it?
Can we
Just
what
like
can-
lock it in?
I mean, ta 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 ta.
ta.
Period. What she said. Greece, you are qualifying. Personally,
For
we
sure.
all think you're coming for the
100%.
crown. We are rooting for you for the crown.
Marina.
Greece, you are so deserving of this year Eurovision victory according to the Mama Eurovision family. We're rooting for you. We love you. We have no doubt you're gonna slay the semifinals, and that would give you a great boost of exposure to come and slay the finals as well. Say no more. We have our first locked qualifier, Greece. We'll see you at the grand final. Moving on to the bookings favorite.
Oh, is that so?
Is that
It
so?
is.
As of now, Switzerland is at the head of the betting odds to win this competition alongside the Netherlands and Croatia. I still think Greece will wipe them all out after the performance at the second semi. However, Switzerland, phenomenal song, phenomenal performer. They are incredibly talented and super. It's very easy to connect to them as an artist, and I think that would be very, very effective. Again, personally, this song is not my favorite song I've ever heard, but as a full package, they have the full package, and no one can deny it. There is no scenario where Switzerland is not qualifying. Dare I say, at least a part of the split screen of the season. I don't see them not winning the jury votes, for example, in the finals. Anyways, Switzerland, please. Take it away.
You just said it so well. There is nothing more to add. Switzerland, sure qualifier for me.
Sure qualifier. I think they're bringing the vocals, they're bringing the song, they're bringing opera, rap in all a beautiful package, and the presence is amazing. I think sure qualifier. It's gonna be right there.
And they sing it with such an ease, I feel. Just all these crazy high and low notes with such an ease.
And here is an interesting point, because we just basically shaded Albania for crossing all kinds of genres, but when it's so not disconnected, while in Switzerland, somehow it carries you through the narrative of the song, and it somehow makes sense. So, safe to say, a locked qualifier, the second locked qualifier from the opening of the second semi-final, which is Switzerland. Congratulations, we'll see you at the grand finals, maybe next year even in Zurich, who knows. Next in line, after a very, very strong opening from Malta, Albania, Greece and Switzerland, we are getting Czechia.
We gotta talk though, because about Czechia and their performance in Eurovision. Honey, where are the hits? Because that is not a hit. It's a hit and miss.
Teddy came here to talk.
Teddy.
And it's
Teddy is letting them know.
Czechia had a moment.
I feel
Last year they were a hit.
Last year they were great. My sister's crown.
Lie to me, oh baby, come a little
how could I
closer.
forget?
Lie to
Yes,
me
that
was
was
also a hit.
That was a hit.
A
Yes.
friend of a friend of a friend of a friend.
But it doesn't
Kind of
change the fact that it's a hit and miss this year, and it's just too. It's just getting
Some girls
lost.
like
It's
it.
just getting
Some girls
lost.
like it. I don't see it. I don't see why. Nothing personal to the artist as well, but for me, Czechia is a 37 out of 37 this year, and it's not personal. And even when it comes to prediction, I don't see any scenario it's qualifying. Zorrah.
I'm sorry.
I'm partial to it. I like the song and I like her energy, but based on what we have in the semi, I don't think it's qualifying.
So it's safe to say we have a second locked non-qualifier. I think semi 2 is easy.
It's
told
definitely
you.
easier.
So we have Greece and Switzerland as a locked qualifiers for now. We have Albania and Czechia as a non-qualifiers locked. and Malta is on the fence. Then we're getting a little break in the running order, and we're going to get to witness the phenomenal ballad from France for the very first time and hear it live. I cannot wait to see it live.
Cannot wait.
I think, come
His
on.
voice will just pierce through us.
France is Francing this year.
Yeah, I mean they
France
do France a lot.
Yeah,
like
they
they
do
really
France
French it. But
But it's working, so
It's working.
never change your winning system,
Yeah.
I would say.
Do I think it's a winner nominee? Maybe at the juries.
Yep.
Maybe that would be a surprise juries
Yeah.
definitely juries top 3, top
Yeah,
4. I mean,
I see it.
the juries will know how to appreciate the vocals. But coming back to the running order of the actual competition at the second semi-final, following France, which I think is a very interesting choice, we are getting Austria. And my personal, she's my girl. I love her. I'm sorry. I'm obsessed with her. I know people say she would not be able to keep it, to hold the song live, but thank God for backing vocals. And I think she's gonna slay through the finals, because there is nothing like it. Following France, it's gonna shine and be a massive boost of energy. And I would love to see Austria at the finals, and I also think realistically that they will.
I think they will. I think honestly the energy of the song and the movement will carry her through. I do fear the vocals, but I think it's gonna qualify.
Well, I love the
She's
song.
here to smash the party.
No, I'm not here to smash the party. Well,
I'm
maybe.
ready to say something.
You just have to wait what I have to say.
Bitteschön.
So I love the song. I love her and her energy, and also I saw her performing live, and she did well. But I feel, and there is this very interesting moment in this particular semi-final where we have a lot of high energy songs. I feel it could get lost, and for that reason, I am not so sure if she will qualify. If she would have been performing in the first semi-final, I would have said sure qualifier.
Good
But
point.
because of that constellation, I am afraid that it could be hard for Austria this year.
I would have agreed with you if you would not tell me that Malta is on your list. Because, no shade, but if you're comparing Austria to Malta, you really think Malta is going through and Austria is staying out?
Yes.
That's the dosage of the Lulu I aspire to be at.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. So for now, Austria will be on the fence, I guess, no? Or
Yes.
What
Okay.
are the fans?
so Austria, you're going on the fence, but babe, that's what all ravers do. We sit on the fence. We'll get back to you very soon.
That was a good one.
Uda, following Austria, we are going to Denmark. Yeah.
That summarizes the feelings.
I mean, look, again, representation, I'm here for it. The song is not a bad song.
No.
It's better than a lot of songs that try to be unique, but it's a very solid song.
It is.
And maybe even vocals can maybe push it through, but I don't see it shine at this running order, especially being followed by France, because we're already seeing a power ballad, then Austria, which is a great boom boom energy, and then Armenia, which gonna take us, we'll talk about it in a second. I think Denmark will be the one falling between the gaps on the fence. Otherwise, I would put her on the fence, but as of now, it looks like she's falling in the gaps on the fence.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. The running order is what's gonna push her a bit down. I'm also have her a bit on the fence. I like the song, like her performance, but I don't think it will stand out.
So it's a non-qualifier.
It's a non-qualifier for me.
Non-qualifier for me. Teddy, you will decide if it's a locked non-qualifier or we're leaving her on the fence for now.
Well, I think it's a good song, but not strong enough. And I wouldn't say it's a definite non-qualifier, but just hearing what you're saying, it makes a lot of sense, and therefore I'm also going that road. and
Okay, so
saying
we
not
are
qualifying.
unfortunately Denmark.
It's a good song,
You are a
but
locked
it's-
non-qualifier for us, but that's really unfortunately, because I think in semi-final one there would be no doubt that they are qualifying, no doubt.
Yeah.
Following Denmark comes my dose of pleasure of this season. My second place in the total ranking, Armenia. if it's up to me, the split screen of the season is Greece and Armenia. And not just because it's the energy and what they represent and how they represent their culture and their country. It's also how much pride and joy they have doing it. That's what Eurovision for me is all about. I don't see a world where Armenia is not qualifying. I don't want to be in a world where Armenia is not qualifying, and I hope that the televotes and juries will know how to appreciate that gorgeous piece of art. I'm done speaking. Take it away.
I absolutely think they will. I think it will make you feel good. They're cheeky. The song is so catchy. They're gonna bring a great show. The representation is beautiful, and I think it's a lot for us.
I think Armenia will definitely qualify. I'm so happy of what Armenia brought this year.
Absolutely.
I feel it's the whole pride of the Caucasus region this year. We are we are focusing on you. Come on, hit it out of the park for us. And I really love that song. That's why I think it needs to qualify.
Period. So we have another locked qualifier, the third locked qualifier as of now. Joining Greece and Switzerland, it's Armenia. We are moving on in the running order, and Latvia is coming next. Now, I would say that for me, Latvia is that one country that I'm kind of debating. It's not my favorite song, but I think can be very effective because there is something in the theme, in the way that the song is being presented, which is very relatable to the times that we live right now. And I think that from this chunk, Austria, Denmark, Armenia, Latvia, Denmark is definitely falling. For me, Austria and Armenia are also sliding in, but Latvia might do it. Not a definite qualifier, but on the fence, leaning towards a yes for me.
For me, it's a fence as well. I have a similar feeling with Denmark as with Latvia, which is a very nice song, and the vocals will probably be amazing. But I do think Latvia has an artistic edge to it that might just bring them through. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. For me, it's on the fence as well.
I think what will benefit Latvia in this semi-final is something that, for example, put Austria in a disadvantage. I think just in the mix of the songs, being so many high tempo, high energy numbers, this really will stand out. Also because it has a strong melody that will find the lovers, and therefore I think Latvia has strong chance to qualify this year.
Good point. However, sometimes we tend to think that because there are two similar genres, it's either or. Sometimes it's true, but sometimes it could be that they're just very good genres and they would sail through with it. You said up tempos. I think this semi is actually harder for the ballads because later on we're gonna get Belgium and that's it. No, in Israel, but still, we'll get to see it. I think for now we shall put
On the fence.
Latvia on the fence. Sorry, Latvia, you sit on the fence with your friends from Malta and Austria, and we'll get back to you soon. After Latvia, you are going to perform on stage.
It's me, ZORRA.
It's so beautiful that this is your first season at Mama Eurovision, and there is already a song representing
Aren't you honored that I'm here?
Beyond.
Just written for you, darling. Only
Beyond.
I mean, the moment she went on that stage and sang the song, I was like, the song is for me, it was written for me, and I'm now gonna take over Meri, and I'm gonna represent Spain in Eurovision this year.
Por favor.
I love the song. I think it's gonna be such a feel-good sensation for everyone. We'll see how it does in the final. I have my doubts, but because of the vocals mostly, but I love what we're bringing this year, so.
That's cult, that's pop, that's rock and roll, that's all of it, that's cunt, that's fierce, that's ZORRA. She is gonna definitely, they will all slay the public vote, to my opinion. It's definitely gonna be one of those iconic Eurovision moments. And this, I said it before, it's one of those songs and performances that nobody cares where they're gonna end up.
Yeah.
True.
And only because of that, it might do very, very well. We also thought Na 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 Say Na 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 is not a song or vocal that can do ninth at the grand final at the televote. And if there's any bitch that can do it,
it's her.
It's that bitch
ZORRA.
over here. So yeah, we love Spain.
Love.
Great performance. And after Spain, dare to clean the floors.
Spain again.
It's Spain again. I'm sorry I said clean the floors, but all I meant is that I think Zorra is going to be such a hyped moment that San Marino would really struggle to collect the energies from it. Considering the fact that the song is already mediocre per se to my liking, that leaves them as a non-qualifier for sure, to me.
Tricky one. For me, it's a non-qualifier as well. As much as I love Megara, because they're also coming from Spain, and you know, I love what they did at Benidorm last year, but I think the song is just not, it's not hitting enough, and I think the energy will be a bit more on the lower side after Spain, so non-qualifier.
Well, I found you both very diplomatic. For me,
Spill it as
this
it
is
is,
my.
Teddy.
For
Tell
me
them.
personally, this is my clear last spot. It is giving me close to nothing, and I don't like that. And I feel I need something because I'm also greedy.
Teddy has spoken.
And yeah, not qualifying.
Look,
I'm not seeing. If it's not Valentina Moneta, I don't care. I say it again, and I
say it
will
again
always
and again
say
and
it.
again. Hashtag bring back Valentina. I do say there is an audience for a song of these genres. It's very clear that it's not our genres, but in a different setup, I would say maybe either Czechia or San Marino, one of them can pull through.
But do
the
they
fact-
watch Eurovision?
But the fact that both of them, yes, everybody watches Eurovision. It's like porn. But the fact that both of them are there, I think that's going to disadvantage both of them, because then they would just split the votes. Anyways, for me, San Marino is a unqualifier, locked down. Sorry, San Marino, for
It's
this
not
year.
personal.
It's sachet away. Moving on from San Marino, we are going to Georgia.
Ooh.
I want to say,
Another pearl.
I'm gonna confess. When we did the first reactions, I was not about it. But letting it sing, listening, looking at her, mostly her. I'm also looking at you, bitch. Mostly her and her
Give it to
vocal
me.
abilities. She is the dancing diva of Eurovision this year. Considering the fact that she's in the same semi-final as Malta, Malta stands no chance. Because after you see this bitch come and slay the stage, Malta would look like a knockoff of AliExpress. And I'm not saying it with any shade, I'm wearing it.
Well, too late.
We all are.
I don't see a case this is not qualifying. 100% will slay the semi and will be one of the highlights of it. And that would work as a disadvantage for Malta.
But also, I remember your words saying just because there is two very similar things, they don't have to cancel each other out. And I really am sure and hope at least that Georgia and Malta will not do that. Georgia for me is outstanding this year, and it is growing every day. I just 2 days ago watched the live performance of her. She is that bitch.
She's that fire.
She sings, she dances, and she doesn't even miss one beat. So this is a clear qualifier for me and a very, very strong contender even for the win. Maybe we're going to Tbilisi next year. Who knows?
Look, I wouldn't
love
mind.
that.
All I want is a Eurovision in a country that knows how to eat.
And they know
That
how
makes
to
Bring
good
us to
food.
Tbilisi.
Give me
Make
this
good food.
khachapuri.
And, I mean, there is nothing tastier than
Come on.
khachapuri. Zorra, what do you think about
I mean,
Georgia?
I don't share such strong feelings as you both, but I will pass her through. I think she has a very strong presence. I have a little bit of a doubt with the song that too many things are packed in, similar with Malta, but I do think it will stand out enough to bring her to the.
I mean, when too many things are packed, it just means heavy. And if you can carry it,
Sure.
then it's going to work. And I think if there's anybody that can carry it this year, it's her.
Georgia.
Yeah.
So for me, for you, it's a locked qualifier. Congratulations.
Qualify her.
Georgia, you,
Qualify her.
Gorgina Georgia, you are a locked qualifier for us. Moving on at the running order into Belgium.
That's the interesting
Masterpiece of a song, phenomenal song, phenomenal recording, phenomenal audio. I've seen. You babes think they don't know how to sing live. I don't think on Eurovision stage it's gonna be as, like, I mean, come on, are you comparing the sound system of a pre-party in wherever to the sound system of Eurovision? I don't think. It's not the same backing vocals, it's not the same intention, it's not the same drinking alcohol in the party before with your friends. I'm not saying they should have not taken it seriously. However, even with a weak vocal performance, the song is good enough to pass through to the grand final, come what may,
Absolutely.
to my opinion.
Absolutely, I think the song will be so impactful. Also, the staging and all the like cameras and the lights will really make this a very epic moment. And I do think that there's a little bit of a concern. I don't know so much about the vocals, but the performance itself, like the presence. But I think that's something he can work on, and it's a definite qualifier for me.
100% for me as well.
Somehow I feel very disconnected from you today.
Ooh,
I have
family
to say,
feud.
because with Belgium, this is the most interesting act for me, because I loved it when I heard it the first time, and I still love the studio version of it. And yes, I also saw the live performance of the pre-party, but I also saw different performances where he was singing, or where they were singing in a better production, you know, and they were not sounding great. And I think this really, really, really kills the vibe, and I just see a favorite falling here. It's like...
So Teddy claims for a fan flop.
Yeah, I think it will not qualify.
Considering how many fans already crowned it as a fan flop, I think it would be a shocking qualifier.
Yeah.
I still tend to think that Belgium will qualify and even do well in the grand final. Not as well as I wished for them to be, but still very good. For now, Belgium, we're sorry, but
You're
we're
on
going to
the
put
fence.
you on the fence. And we are moving on into Estonia. Bitteschön.
I have her qualified here.
You have her qualified.
I have her qualified.
Well,
There
it's a
is
prediction.
something.
It's not a personal taste.
Yeah, exactly. In my prediction, I have her qualified. I think they're bringing something interesting to the competition, some sort of like some ethnic mixed with some other genres of music. They're very coordinated on stage. Some doing this one specific dance, which I think could be effective. I think they're gonna qualify.
I agree with you. I think they will qualify. They have a strong song, and I think also this is a dark horse this time. Really.
I am... Yeah, please continue.
I think that it will translate on the stage similar as to Moldova back in the days with Stop Die Stoep. I don't know if I pronounce it right, but that folky band.
Hey ho.
Yes,
Hey
which
ho.
nobody had on their radar, and then they did so well. And I have the same impression of Estonia, and therefore I say they qualify.
I'm so happy you babe said that, because I came ready to fight.
Okay.
They are qualifying, there is no question about it. For me, it's one of the biggest growers since the first listen, because it's that authentic, because it's in Estonian, because there is something like, again, it's not my cup of tea, but when it's authentic, you cannot stay indifferent to it. So I thought when I first listened to it that every time it would come up, I will skip it and listen to the next song. But now I find myself joy. I'm like dancing to it, and it's gonna go viral, but in a good way, not like herpes. So Estonia, congratulations on behalf of Mama Eurovision. You are our 5th locked qualifier. You are joining Greece, Switzerland, Armenia, and Georgia. And then we're getting a little break from the lineup to see one of the favorites this year.
La Noia.
Italia!
Italia, amore, amore, Italia, amore, Italia.
Italy does it so well, doesn't they?
Listen, I am so thrilled. Although, and I'm gonna say it, although I think if Annalisa would have been sent to Eurovision, this season would have been locked with a winner, and Sinceramente would win Eurovision without a doubt. However, I'm obsessed with Angelina. I'm here for La Noia. And I'm just super excited to see it on stage. I cannot wait to see what this phenomenal singer and incredible artist is going to bring to the Eurovision stage. She's going to knock it out of the park and make us forget we're in Eurovision and make us think we're at the VMAs.
Yeah, because she really brings that quality.
She is that girl.
But that's, I also think, a very Italian thing. They really bring quality to Eurovision. You know, there is a Eurovision act, but then there is like an Italian Eurovision act, which is often with much more quality. And this is
sophistication. That's Italian.
Exactly.
That's how they eat. That's how they dress. That's how
they
they
just
fuck.
know.
And they do it in everything. And the vocals and the staging and the songs are beautiful.
And I think close to Greece, it's a top favorite for me this year, actually.
Period.
Very excited.
Might really get. In general, if we're talking winner prediction, eventually, I don't think this year we're gonna have a unanimous thought.
No.
My personal prediction that we'll have one winners from the jury, one winner from the televote, and the third would be a complete different.
I agree.
Italy might be that one, technically.
That's a good point.
Or Greece. So that means we'll have three winners all in all. But we're coming back into the lineup. And we are going into Israel, which I think running order-wise got the best position of this semi, following Estonia and La Noia and bringing a power ballad, regardless to the fact that everybody is already going to be like standing out, but it's really going to benefit the position of the song. I love Eden as a performer. I think she's a phenomenal vocalist, and I cannot wait to see her slaying on the main stage. For me, it's a definite qualifier. Take it away.
I think it will definitely qualify. I think she's a strong vocalist. The ballad is very nice, and I think she has a lot of support, and just because of that, it will definitely qualify.
I also think that Israel is a sure qualifier because the song is good. It stands out also in the lineup, which I think also benefits her. In my opinion, just the ballads in this semi-final are a little bit in an advantage because they stand out more in between all these high energy numbers. And Israel is a lovely ballad and has very high chances to qualify, in my opinion.
I think it's a definite qualifier, and I also want to take a second to address our viewers because I found myself monetizing on them every morning, afternoon, and evening comments from all kinds of things that we're doing here. Listen, nobody's asking you to like Eurovision. Nobody is asking you to watch Eurovision. Nobody is asking you to like the Israeli song or the Israeli delegation. But the joy I see with spreading hate and violence is something disturbing and completely ironic, considering the fact that people claiming they're doing it in the names of protecting human rights. Eden is an artist who comes to sing a song, and those people who are so excited to boo for her or to see her fail or even justifying any kind of personal attack on her, you should be really ashamed of yourself, because what you're doing is not fighting for what's right. And if you think you do, then you're doing it in all kinds of wrong ways. Thank you again for joining my podcast. This is not going off at the edit. Congratulations, Israel and Eden. You are going to the final as a locked qualifier, as our 6th locked qualifier. And we're moving on to Norway. Bitteschön.
Also another qualifier for me. I think this is going to really stand out. It's something very Nordic, it's something we haven't seen in a while, and also in Norwegian. And I think she's bringing this mysterious act that is going to really appeal to everyone, and her voice is just hitting every single semitone, tone in this beautiful song. So definitely a qualifier for me.
I totally agree with you. The voice, the song, it's outstanding. And also, as I said, they're cooking in their colors. And that's what I really, really, really appreciate when countries do that in Eurovision. The only, and I also see them qualifying, that for sure. The only thing that I wish for is please be more brave with the lighting. We saw enough black, green, foggy, Icelandic horror movie fantasy. Give me
Northern
something
Lights. I think
new.
they're referring to Northern Lights.
Yes, but
you
there is
got a
different
point.
ways.
You have
of-
a point,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah,
I
give me
think-
something new.
This for me, it's I really want Norway to qualify. They are definitely in my personal qualifiers, and I think they have very high chances of qualifying. However, it will go down into the stage performance, which needs indeed to be a bit more effective, because this lineup has a lot of heights and a lot of lows, and this somewhere falls like it's not a super high tempo, it's not a ballad, and in order to shine through, it needs a good stage performance. If, for example, Denmark or Latvia will surprise us with an out of this world stage performance and vocals, then Norway would be at risk.
I do think
More
that
so than the others.
Yeah, I do think that the position will help
Benefit.
them qualify.
I would lock Norway auf jeden Fall as a definite
Auf
qualifier.
jeden Fall.
Integrating. So Norway, congratulations. You are the 7th qualifier, locked qualifier on behalf of Mama Eurovision. And here we got it into the last song of the second semi-final. Welcome in Europa. Put the subtitles on. Anyways, definite qualifiers.
She's
Yes,
shady today.
most likely a winner nominee.
Yep.
Not my cup of tea. Not my crunchy fry. However, I see it. I see it for you. I understand it. Do I think it's as good as Finland last year? No. Do I think it's effective? Yes. Netherlands, for me, locked qualifier.
Your empathy touches me.
Buddha? I'm in my mother era.
Yeah, I really see it. I think it's gonna. I think it's also different to Finland last year a bit, and I think he's bringing something really effective, something very 90s to Eurovision. It's definitely a qualifier and a potential winner.
For you, it's, by the way, from all of us, it's the highest
Yeah,
in your list.
I have it on my second on my
You're
list.
in-
It's,
and for
I'm
us, it's in
obsessed
our
with
top
this song.
20.
Yeah.
Somewhere low in the top 20.
I'm obsessed with that song.
I love that song. I think it is one of the more successful ones of the comedy, light-hearted ones, and also a sure qualifier. I
think-
see no problem.
We both came on the comedy because it gets really emotional towards the end.
Yeah.
I get it.
And I would say like it does it very well because it's actually a very dark song, but it's done in a comedic way. And I think that's what's gonna also push them over the edge.
Yeah, I don't want to screw anybody's party here. I just realistically, people who never heard that song before watch this on the Eurovision
And they see it
stage,
as a comedy, yeah.
and
Sure.
it's 3 minutes, and they maybe don't speak the language. This
They
will
definitely don't
read
speak
to
the
them
language.
as a comedy.
How many people do you know to speak that?
And I'm not speaking about the lyrics, just to clarify this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say that most likely the winner of the televote. Most likely the winner of the televote,
Okay.
maybe with the competition
If
from
not
Croatia and
Switzerland.
Greece.
Oof,
I don't
Switzerland.
see Switzerland wins the
No?
televote. Switzerland wins the juries. I don't see them win the televote. For me, again, but it's my cuckoo predictions. Anyways, Netherlands, you are locked in the final, and most likely you were gonna slay in the finals too. The full package is there. The song is catchy. It gives you all kinds of surprise elements. The outfit is super memorable. The performer is super charismatic. So they have the full package, and it's indeed a winner nominee. Now, looking at our list,
We agreed.
we
quite a bit.
have 8 definite locked qualifiers, which are Greece, Switzerland, Armenia, Georgia, Estonia, Israel, Norway, and the Netherlands. We have sashayed away Albania, Czechia, Denmark, and San Marino. And we
Bye-bye.
have 2 spots left, and only 2 spots left for 4 countries that are sitting at the moment on the fence, which are Malta, Austria, Latvia, and Belgium. Whoo, child, that is
I
gonna
have my
be
2.
a fire. We know
I
you
have my
have your 2.
I have my two too.
You have your 2.
I
Do
have
you
to
think this
two.
will be another?
To be honest, my
smackdown?
2 are like clear as a day. My
yeah.
2 are clear as a day. Let's do 1, 2, 3 and say it
Okay.
together just for the sake of the illusion. On a count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
Malta
Austria and
and
Belgium.
Latvia. How dare you?
Who did you say?
I'm gonna kick you out of the
Malta
family.
and Latvia?
Yes.
You said Malta and Latvia? Okay. Okay.
What did you say? I didn't
We
even
said
pay
the same
attention.
thing.
Austria and
and
Belgium.
Belgium.
For us, it's Austria and Belgium. And for you, it's Malta and Latvia. We have 2 spots, which means we have to agree at least on one.
Yeah.
And then we'll leave the one spot open for a personality because we're not that kind of family, all right?
I will stick to Malta. I'm ready to let go of Latvia.
Okay, and
Who then
Who
can
would
we
you-
can
yeah.
agree on?
This is your decision to make.
Oh,
I-
fully our decision to make.
No, actually, I want to hear it.
Okay,
Okay.
between Austria and Belgium, who would you take as a qualifier?
Austria.
me too.
Okay, so Austria, you are, congratulations, the 9th
We will
locked
rave
qualifier.
at
We
the
are
end of
looking
the day.
forward to rave. And that leaves Malta, Latvia, and Belgium on the fence. Now, we will make individual choices unless we have agreements. For me, there is no doubt it's Belgium. No doubt it's Belgium. Belgium, you are my Mama Eurovision 10th qualifier. Teddy, we all assume it's going to be Latvia.
Teddy Eurovision's number 10 nominee is Latvia.
Really?
I
Yes.
thought it was gonna be Malta.
Oh no! Oh my God! I'm confused. I'm sorry. Malta.
Child, what have you smoked before this film?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Dora, por
For
favor.
me, I would say Belgium, maybe with a little bit less confidence than Mama Eurovision did. I do think Latvia, if they bring a very strong performance, they could do it as well. Right now, I would say Belgium.
We're really agreeing on that, and we're really disagreeing on that. I think from the countries that remained on the fence, Malta, Latvia, and Belgium, Malta is most likely not to make it, but this is your choice, and we're here and we're rooting for you. And I promise that if Malta qualify, I will celebrate Sara Bonici together with Teddy,
We will
and
approve
we'll
it.
So
get
nice.
into the loop. However, Belgium is my qualifier. Belgium is ZORRA qualifier, which leave Latvia almost there, maybe surprise us, maybe not. And here you have it, the official prediction on behalf of the Mama Eurovision team. Please let us know in the comments, how do you feel about this list? Have we missed anything? Who are your 10 qualifiers? Just don't just tell us that we're delusional. We know. Share your delusion as well. Write it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to know, who are you qualifying? And we wish you all a gorgeous Eurovision season. Please click the like and subscribe button, because soon enough we'll be here again giving you all kinds of Eurovision content, including some performances. And yeah, we just love you and thank you for cooperating with our Delulu. My name is Judy LaDivina. I'm your Mama Eurovision.
I'm Aurah Jendafaaq, your Teddy Eurovision, so cuddly.
And I'm Lola Limonero, and I'm your ZORRA Eurovision.
I love all the choreos that we
I know.
made here.
we're-
Have we forgot anything? We haven't forgot anything.
No. The Swedish song.
Phenomenal.